Thanks for listening to our podcast, unMetered. As a member-owned, not-for-profit electric cooperative, our focus is on providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. One way that we're doing that is by providing more avenues of communication to you, our member. Through the podcast, we hope that you will be able to find some helpful hints, tips, and things to help you conserve energy, as well as some informational pieces that will help you understand what it means to be a member. Welcome back to another episode of unMetered. We're extremely glad to have you back. Josh and I decided to, again, we're outside. This time there's no trees above us. So
that's right.
Kind of excited.
Thank goodness.
Well, you know, maybe the bird thinks it's a challenge
Look,
accepted.
I left my umbrella inside.
We'll be all right.
I'm watching the skies. This isn't...
if you've not yet done so, be sure to check out Sharing Change. You can sign up for that by going to sharingchange.org.
Right.
The easiest good thing you're ever going to do. It takes literally less than 5 minutes to do it. Or you can, of course, call our member support specialists at 877-777-9020. Josh, tell us about outages.
Outages, if you have them, report them, 877-777-9111. But it's actually kind of cool because talking about these phone numbers and outage reporting actually kind of rolls into what we're going to talk about today. So, outage, if you have one, report it. That's the number. But shifting gears a little bit, one of the things that you're going to be able to do with outages here pretty soon is actually report it from your phone.
Right, and that's really the kind of what we want to talk about today a little bit is, these new changes that are coming out.
Right.
If you're on our social media sites, you're going to see that July 10th is a big day for us.
It is. We've been teasing it, talking about it for the past couple weeks, but July 10th is it's kind of a real, for the communication side and for the member services side, it's really a huge deal because we're rolling out a new mobile app. We haven't had one. People have been asking for it. I know when you started, that's one of the first things you asked for. When I started a couple years ago, that was the first thing I asked for. So we're rolling out a new mobile app.
I mean, and there's a lot of technology that's being upgraded. We recently rolled out the new website in preparation for these changes.
That's right. From the website, you're going to be able to jump into our new member portal, which is myMTEMC. It is so cool. We're still working on some of the functionality and what that's going to look like. When you log in, but you're going to be able to jump out to our website and log in once, and you're there. I mean, you're in to pay your bill. We're also looking at what we're going to talk about today, an enhanced phone system. Because we need one. I mean, we truly do.
Sure. And before we get to the phone system, what else is coming out on this July 10th? There's some other things coming out. So obviously we got the myMTEMC, which is going to be a self-service station for our members to be able to handle their accounts. They'll be able to see their usage based on interval data.
Right.
But also we're going to have a new bill design that's come out.
That's huge. And actually, that will take effect really for the July bills. So. On July 10th, you're going to have access to the mobile app. You're going to have access to the new member portal. The new phone system, which we're going to talk about, is going to be up and running. But for your July bill, whenever you get that, so that won't technically be on the 10th, but your July bill is going to look totally different than it ever has, and it looks awesome. We're going to have it featured in the Tennessee Magazine. So about the end of June, for the folks that get that Tennessee Magazine, you're going to have a little sneak peek, and it looks awesome. I mean, it's colorful. The information that's on there, we're going to talk about this in one of the coming weeks a little bit more, put some screenshots up of it, but it's colorful. The graph is informational. There's some special things for members, some special messaging. So those are kind of really the big pieces that are coming out.
And one thing to remember with the new bill is that if you're on paperless billing, you're going to need to re-sign up for paperless billing.
That is a huge point, yes. In July, everybody that has signed up, we have a lot of members that do paperless. You do paperless.
I am.
And so when we make that transition, we need those folks to get back in and sign back up. And they can do it, as of July 10th, they can do it, sign up for your myMTEMC account, and you're good to go. I mean, you just sign up for paperless billing. It's going to be pretty seamless. But know that if you were previously on paperless billing, you need to sign back up, and chances are you're going to get a bill in July.
Right.
But that'll be a good reminder. Oh, I need to go back in and sign back up.
Well, and another thing also with those bills, to as a reminder, is that the account changes are going to happen. So you will see a slightly different account change. And it's not a big deal. It's for most people that they have a 2000 number starting now. Instead, it's going to start with a 20.
Right. Yeah. We're basically, if you look at your account number now, it's 2000, and then there's a series of digits after that. Those last 2 zeros of that 2000 are just dropping off.
Right.
Real simple, real minor, but something to keep an eye on, because when you get ready to make your payments, you may need that number. When you call in, that's one of the things. Just remember that your account number now starts with 20 instead of 2000.
Well, and that also is a reminder for if you're making. You mentioned calling in to make a payment.
Right.
If you call into our payment line, you're going to also have a PIN number.
Right. Yeah, and that's a huge thing that is an added security feature.
Right.
That members who want to call in and pay by a check, pay by an electronic check, they're going to be able to call in and do that, and it's going to ask you for a PIN number the very first time. You're going to set it up, it's going to be the last 4 of your social security number, and then you set it up to however you want.
Sure.
So, it's just going to be a little bit of a change, and that goes into kind of the things that we're talking about with our phone system today. We do have a lot of members that pay by electronic check. So when you call in, the number is going to be the same. You're going to call in and you're going to say, it's going to say, create a PIN. You're gonna be like, what are you talking about? Last 4 of your social. If you have a question, you can call our member service folks. They're going to help you out. But you'll be able to set it up yourself.
Well, and speaking of calling into member service, calling to do your payment, calling to the outage line.
Yeah.
A huge thing that we've invested in is a new IVR. And tell me what is an IVR?
Okay, so the way that our system works currently is a traditional IVR, integrated voice recognition. So you can call in and you can basically speak your prompts. If you want to say pay my bill, or whatever the voice pieces are. We've changed that because we've listened to our members, and it's hard because when you're talking sometimes to those things, if you cough or if you sneeze, you got to start over. I didn't recognize that. So, or if you have an accent, folks in Tennessee, I'm a transplant, I get it, I know, hate me later, but some folks in Tennessee, they do have an accent, and the IVR doesn't pick it up or doesn't understand. And so we understand that that's an issue. So what we did is we took that out.
Right.
And so now when our members call in, they just hit the buttons. It's so much easier. It's going to be so much better, less frustration, going to be a lot quicker.
And there's also more options.
Yeah.
There's additional options for it. Previously, communicating, I called the 9020 number instead of the 9111 number. And so I can't I have to hang up and call back or anything like that. Now
it's kind of cool the way that it is now, or the way that we're rolling it out on the 10th. You can call our 9020 number and you can listen to all the prompts, and we encourage you to listen to the prompts because a lot of them have changed.
Right.
But you can go in and you can call 9020 and it'll say to report an outage, press 1. Boom, and you're into our outage IVR, or our outage system. If you want to pay a bill, press 2 and listen to the prompts, because I'm just guessing, but press this number to pay your bill, and you press that and you go into the bill pay system. So you can do it that way. Or, so really you only need one phone number to be able to get into it. But if you want to dial directly into our outage line, you can still dial 9111.
Because if you dial straight into the outage line, you'll also be able to hear what the status is for your account, for your meters.
Exactly.
So there is some differences between the two. Of course, one is probably easier to remember than having to remember both of them.
That's
so again, the best way to like I said, you can call 877-777-9020,
and you'll get into all.
And you'll be able to get into all of it starting on July 10th.
That's right. And if you want to go straight into the bill pay system, we actually have a bill pay number. Not a lot of folks use it.
Right.
And that's 877-777-0215. You can call in right there and you're good to go. Just straight into your bill. And those will remain the same. But if all you want to do is get in and you forget all the other numbers, just call 9020 and you're good to go. It'll run you through all the prompts. It's going to be so much better. Truly, I have called and there's times you get frustrated.
Yeah.
Really,
sure.
When I call and pay other bills, if I try and speak it, no, just hit 0, whatever. Just get me past the speech part, because you're not going to understand me. Background noise, not going to matter anymore. So that's kind of one of the big phone changes that we have.
Well, and you know, for me personally, I don't like to call. You know,
Right.
I'm one of those I don't like to call. But knowing that there's a better system in place, I
Right.
would be more willing to do so. But for most of these things that I'm looking to do, yeah, we're going to be able to do it through myMTEMC.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what's so cool. You know, if you want to pay your bill, you'll be able to do it right from your mobile
Yep.
app. You know, but the cool thing is, if you get into paying your bill and you get kind of stuck, you'll be able to call us. I mean, the numbers are
Yep.
going to be there. So you know, if for some reason you know, you can't pay your bill, you know, through your mobile app for one reason or another, there are some folks that won't be able to do it, or that can't do it. Just give us a call. You know, the numbers are there. You pay through the payment system. It's awesome. It's so quick.
So so again, there's with this new rollout, we're going to have an expanded ways to pay your bill.
That's right.
Obviously, you're going to have the IVR. You're going to have the call, be able to call into it.
Right.
You're going to be able to have the myMTEMC.
Right.
You're still going to be able to stop by the office.
Absolutely.
And in fact, there's actually now card readers, you know, to be able to do that. So again, we this is not just a one or two pieces that we're changing.
Right.
This is a across the board.
Right.
We are updating and becoming more secure and creating better ways for our members.
Well, and that's just it. You know, we've listened to the members. The members want to be able to interact with us, but they want to be able to do it quickly and easily.
Right.
You know, not everybody has time to stop by one of our offices. We want people to stop by. We love seeing our members. We love talking to them, but not everybody has that time. They need to pay it on the go. There's been times, you know, when you're on vacation, you're like, oh man, my power bill's due, because you get the email. You just do it from your app, you know, do it while you're sitting on the beach, you know, or at the lake or whatever, you know, it's just about making it easier. You know, our mission is to provide outstanding member service, and that this is one way that we're able to do it, because it's what our members want. You know, our members, it's not that our members don't want to interact with us, it's just that they want to be able to do it easily and when they need to.
Yeah, and that's the big thing is convenience, is
That's
trying
right.
to be more convenient.
Yep, that's exactly it.
And so again, all these changes are coming out July 10th. We're
That's
actually
right.
going to be covering, for the next few podcasts, we're going to be kind of discussing some more of these in
That's right.
detail.
That's right.
About the app, the bill design, kind of how those kind of are going to be playing a part in members'
That's right.
service. So again, today we just kind of want to introduce that.
That's
to
right.
everyone.
It's really just talking about the all of the things that are coming out, giving a little bit more insight into each of these pieces. And you're right, we're going to talk about them, and we're going to be able to put some screenshots out there and show folks what it's going to look like, what the new bill is going to look like. You know, the app is going to be awesome. I mean, it's so cool. The new phone system we're excited about it because, you know, I mean, even recently we've had folks tell us, "Look, it is too hard to pay my bill." You know, I mean,
several of those.
And it's not that we want to make it hard; we want to make it easy. You know, and we are, and so come in July, it's coming. So it's going to be good, man.
Speaking of things coming out in July, you'll also be able to, again, Share and Change, you'll still be able to enroll in that by going to shareandchange.org. You'll also be able to sign up for it through myMTEMC.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, it's going to be super easy to do. If you're not on it already, be sure to do that.
That's right.
And of course, you'll also be able to sign up for that also on your new bill.
That's right.
We'll have a place for that. So
and it's going to be so much easier.
We'll kind of get into that a little bit
That's right.
when we get to those pieces. But again, sign up for those. If you got any questions for us, be sure to call us at 877-777-9020, or you can call the outage line if you
have an outage
at 777-9111.
That's right.
And of course, you can always reach out to us on social. Our outages are not tied in to social.
That's a big thing. You know, right now our outage reporting system isn't tied to social. We don't expect it to be, but when you have a mobile app where you can report your outage, it's going to be so much easier. So, you know, reach out to us if you have questions. Hit us up on social. You know, we do monitor it. It's not monitored 24/7, but you know, we watch it and we respond. But you know, just touch base with us. We want to hear from you.
And of course, if you've got a topic that you'd love for us to cover, we've got the next few weeks kind of blocked out for talking about this new rollout. However, starting back in July and August, you know, we are always looking for topics. Control Center had a great one last week. One of our linemen had one the week before talking about the move over. So, of course, we want to answer the questions that you have for us. So again, you can message us at social media, or you can go to unMetered at mtemc.com. That's our email address. You can send those to us. Thanks again for listening, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
See you next time.